Hi, this is your girl, Annette Fletcher, Miss BBW Delaware 2016, 2017, Miss Fashion Global 2021, and the pageant director for the Big Beautiful Women of Delaware pageant. And this is our Wear Your Crown Empowerment series. Today, we have none other than Denise Watson. Hello, Denise.
Hello, Annette.
How are you doing today?
I'm fine.
I absolutely love your background, Exquisite Essentials. I have been seeing the bamboo, your new line that's coming out. But before we get to all of that fabulousness, could you please introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm Denise Watson. I grew up with Annette, so here we are. But I just created, well, I have a 9-to-5, a real 9-to-5 that pays my bills, but I also have created a online store that's been my my quarantine hobby, was to create a business, and it is going well. So I'm trying to grow my business. So I carry self-care products. So basically, Exquisite Essentials is things that I feel are essential to doing certain things. So you want to take a bath, you want to, whatever it is that you want to do, just upping it a little bit so that, you can enjoy the little bit of time that we take for ourselves, because usually it's not a lot, especially if you have kids. It's not a lot. You find yourself doing things for other people most of the time. And so even if you have to schedule it, especially if you have to schedule taking that time for yourself, making it the most that you can. I can't hear you.
I apologize, especially
That's okay.
in this season of COVID. This is awesome. Like, even looking at your site and some of the pieces that you can purchase, it's just peace and tranquility, which is so necessary in this season. I absolutely love this. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a bathtub, but where I go to bathe on occasion does. So this might be added to my overnight bag.
Well, yes, you can. It's very portable. And I've found myself using it as a laptop table too. When I'm sitting in the bed, I just put it across my lap to keep the heat, so that the heat vents out and you're not burning your legs up, because, working in the bed, it helps out a little bit. But yes, so that was the thing. It was COVID came around, and then we were in the house. And so you're in the house and you say, okay, well, you know what? I think I'm going to take a bath. Well, then you want to sit in the tub, but then you want your phone, because we can't go anywhere without our phone, right? Even if you're going to read a book, not just to play games or whatever. If you're going to read a book or whatever tech you want to take with you. So the bath caddy, while it was not even something, they came about kind of happenstancely. I was going to start selling candles. So I bought a bunch of jars. Like, I was like, I'm going to do this, and this is going to be my thing. And so I bought 500 jars. And then the jars ended up selling without these candles. Like, those are the jars that I use now for my candles, but I had bought different ones, but they were selling for other things. So I sold those. And those little ones down there. So I sold those, but the bath caddies just came about because I was going to put my stuff in a friend of mine's shop. Well, she was giving me a shelf, and I was like, I need something to beef it up. So I bought some bath caddies, and then they sold, and I was like, wait, people buying them like that. I was like, okay. So I went out and I got some, and these have done very well for me. I'm very pleased with them, and I sold out over Christmas.
Nice.
And so I just had some delivered to my front porch about a few minutes ago. They just dropped some on my porch. But over the Christmas break, what I did was go and order different sizes because I didn't have a bath caddy that extended. So I got some extending bath caddies, and then I got one that has legs. So that you can use it as a bath caddy and as like a tray in your room if you're, so, and I got some acrylic ones that are clear. They're pretty sharp. So I'm waiting for all of my inventory to come in, and then they'll be out there.
Okay. That is awesome. I had the pineapple, sage, and what else? I had something else. They were so amazing. And what I did was I put them on the burner for the mug, and it lasted like seemingly forever. I was like, yes. Now, post-COVID, I can't smell much of anything. Aww. But I'm hoping that will be coming back sooner rather than later, because I still have, I think, like 4 more squares for one of them. Of course, I used the pineapple first because that was my favorite of all. But I did see the different caddies, I think, on your Facebook page. And I was like, that is just peace. Like in itself, my ritual used to be on Sundays, even in Japan, to soak or to go to one of the bathhouses. And this piece would be ideal. Like you said, when you're in the bathroom, you have your stuff on the side of the tub that you got to reach out to get and to put that. And nobody wants to do that, especially depending on the size of your tub. So this looks ideal.
Well, yes, I enjoy them. I do. And it just having the piece itself will coerce you into using it. So you'll be like, you know what? I'm going to go take a bath. Forget this. I'm going to go take a bath. And so you do find yourself when you create or when you get things for this is what I'm finding. When you do things for yourself, when you have a tangible thing that you've done for yourself, it makes you or convinces you to use it to do something for yourself. So that's what I'm finding. That's what my line is about. It's about finding things that I know that I think are helpful to me and hopefully will be helpful to somebody else, which is the whole take time for you, because we do find ourselves just overwhelmed sometimes with work and kids and, whatever it is that we have on our plate. And it's not intentional that you ignore yourself. It's just, you don't even realize that you're doing it sometimes, and it just happens. And then you realize that you're overwhelmed by things. So I have found that if you just schedule the stuff, like you have your bath caddy sitting in your bathroom and you go in your bathroom and you're getting ready throughout the week, but you're like, you know what, on Saturday, I got you. I'm coming for you. And, just put things on it throughout the week that you want so that you can stay in the tub longer. So you have your bath salts, you have your book or, your tablet, you have your phone, you have whatever it is that you want, you just put in there and use it. Come Saturday, you're like, between this time and this time, maybe everybody's gone or maybe not. You just close the door and it's like, I'm taking these 20 minutes of mine. Yeah. And everybody gonna have to wait, because whatever it is, you're not gonna fix the world in 20 minutes anyway. So you might as well take it.
Take it. So how did you initially get started? You said you started during COVID, but like I know that you create and design and you do party organizing. I don't know if you're still doing the parties and the events, but those are what I know that you were doing. So are you still doing the parties and the event planning as well? Or is this where you're spending most of your time these days?
This is where I'm spending most of my time these days. The parties, because of COVID, right before COVID hit, I was looking for a venue. And I was like, thank you, Lord, because I would have had this building that I had to pay rent on, but you couldn't do anything in it.
Right.
So I was at home and my sister was making body butter and she was like, I'm making body butter. Da, 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 da. And I was like, well, why don't we just do like a whole self-care thing? And that's what it just kind of grew from there, because I do like parties and planning parties and all of that kind of stuff, but we've been in a house.
Right.
And, while I like a party, I don't want to risk it all for a party. So I just, I'm like, okay, I'll figure out something else to do. And this has really been therapeutic for me, because I was telling you earlier that I want to start getting more into social media and putting my brand out there, because it's really grown just little by little. I mean, I have customers all over the country and I don't even know them. It was just, an organic thing. I put my stuff on Etsy and people bought it and they continued to buy it. And I was like, what? It's like, it's really, really doing something and gaining traction. So I learned, I was like, okay, so I created my Facebook store, and then I did an Instagram account. And then I was like, you know what? I created the website, and that's not easy stuff to do for a person. Like, I do Facebook and that's it. Like, I'm not a social media guru by any means. Like, I'm like, okay, that's one thing and that's good enough. But now I'm learning that I have to branch out a little bit more to grow my business, because I like it. I like having it and I want it to grow. So it's been my therapy, learning new things, learning how to grow my business, how to, forecast how much inventory I need, and, when I'm going to need it, and, ordering things so that I have them in a timely manner. And all of those things are, in this, it's like you can say that you're going to ship something or get something on a certain day, but that's not necessarily the news.
Right.
So, it's one of those things, and keeping people happy and, your customers and all of that kind of stuff. So it has been my therapy. Nice. I enjoy it.
It sounds like it's been a blessing as well in this season of COVID, and being inside and being able to maintain, like, just to do a variety of different things as you're continuing to learn more about your business.
It has been, because I permanently work from home now. So wow. I work from 5:30 to 2, and then from 2 on, I work my business, which I work all night. When it's yours, you're like, oh, okay, it's 12 o'clock.
5 days a year.
Yep. So, but it has been what I needed for me to be able to push through and feel like I'm accomplishing something, even though you can't really go anywhere, because, I have my mom with me. So I'm very careful about what I do and where we go and when we go, and, trying to keep everybody safe,
right,
and healthy. So it's been fun though. I enjoy it. I enjoy it.
So are the 2 websites that we were able to take a look at, are they the best places to support your business?
Yes. So the taketimeforyou.com is my website, and it is fully functional. You can go on there, you can purchase items from there. And then there's my Etsy page, which I do a lot of business on. So,
Oh no, this
yep.
is the main website, right?
Yes, that's my baby.
Okay.
And so yeah, that's the website. You can go on there and buy whatever you would like. And then there's the Etsy page that you can go on and purchase from Etsy as well.
Okay.
I'm starting actually working on a Shopify page or site, and a website or a page through Fair, which is more of a wholesale venue for other people that have stores, and they want to, purchase your items for their stores, and they put their names on it.
Nice. I am loving this, and I am missing having a bathtub. Every time I see this, I'm like, I can just add it to the bag. Just add it to the bag, and when you make it to a tub, then you can just set up your whole piece, like you said, for like 20, 30 minutes, even though I'll be in there for like 45. I'll be in there.
Hey, however long it takes, you can take a drink with you. You put your drink in there, and all your stuff, and you just chillax. I'm looking for some pillows now, some really nice pillows, bath pillows, so that you can like sit back and.
Yes, bring it. I will keep an eye on the site. Yes, I will.
Yes, please do, because and then okay, for those people that don't like to take baths, you can still take a bath. What you do is you take a shower first, you clean yourself, because people are like, if you're in your own dirt and all of this stuff. Look, take a shower, clean yourself, run the water. It's nothing like soaking yourself. Like, your body feels different and better. Your joints, everything feels better. You use some bath salts. We get into a certain age, get you some Epsom salts, and
look, you are saying that is what we did in Japan. Like in Japan, it's a whole process. I have learned to have the best. And you're right. Like before, I used to soak in a bathtub and then like wash in the bathtub. But moving to Japan, you shower and you create your, it's like separate, one and the same, depending on what kind of house or home or mansion you live in. And the tub is separate. You fill up the tub, you have it steaming, you have whatever you want. And after you have cleaned your body, you just soak. And when I tell you, that has been like the best piece of peace like ever. It was like mandatory. It was like coffee. It was mandatory for me to soak and to take time. And it gave you time to refocus, to reflect on the day, what happened, what worked, what didn't work, who I might have needed to go and apologize to, because if I didn't bathe or soak or relax, then I was like wired and everything was like a thing, and I had to, and nobody wants to do that. But it is practice, like you said, self-care, taking care of yourself and making sure you have time to do that will allow you to start looking at solutions versus issues.
Yes.
And it makes a difference.
It really does, because the thing about self-care for me, been my conclusion. Self-care is as much about just bathing and, all of that kind of stuff, as reflecting on yourself and figuring out those things that you need to do to not put yourself in a precarious situation. So self-care is buying tires for your car when you needed them, and instead of going on your weekend trip or buying the new shoes, go get you some tires before you end up in a situation where now you're stuck on the side of the road. You need some help from somebody. It's about it's like figuring out those preemptive strikes to do before something goes wrong in your life. And when you do those things, it keeps your life from becoming traumatic and chaotic.
Yeah.
When you though, and that's taking time for you. It's making sure that you later on down the road don't end up just
out in the middle of some random space that you and wondering how you got there.
Yeah. What in the world? Like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. Well, yeah, you can believe it happened because you knew you weren't doing the right thing. You knew it was coming at some point.
Everything happens. I'm learning that everything happens for a reason, and I don't have to be everywhere all the time. And that came from one, taking time for myself, two, decluttering, which I'm still doing. I started just before I had gotten COVID and I was housebound, so, and not up to doing anything, but in terms of getting rid of stuff, just stuff that was not helping or enhancing or bringing peace, but having a lot of crap just caused confusion and just it wasn't a good place. But again, looking at taking time for you, the website and Exquisite Essentials, everything about that page just says peace and tranquility. So I encourage everyone to go and check out the page. If you have not seen it, we have shared it on here a number of times. We're going to do it one more time. So she is on Etsy. We are also at taketimeforyou.com. That website is also here with everything that she has. And I'm sure there is a Q&A or a contact us section in here.
Yes.
Where if you have questions, she will be more than happy to answer those questions. She is a very diligent and specific, detail-oriented person. So if you're looking for something and you think she might have it, or you think it's something that she should be carrying, make sure you hit her up. Is there anything you want to share before we wrap up in reference to your business or what you have coming or how people can continue to connect with you?
Well, like you said, I am always looking for new ideas and new inventory. So if somebody thinks of something that they don't see but want, they can hit me up, let me know, and I'll see if I can't find it, source it. You can always when you go to my website, like my phone will alert me that somebody's on my website, so you can chat with me while you're shopping if you need to. I do personalized gift baskets, personalized candles, just, whatever it is that you need. If you want to gift, somebody some self-care, we can work together and come up with something and figure it out. So, just reach out. You can hit me up on Facebook. You can go to my Etsy page, the Facebook page. It's at ee.selfcare. So on all of those outlets, you can go to the Take Time For You. You can go to Etsy and send me a message through Etsy. Sometimes people like Etsy because it's a larger outlet, so they're more familiar, but you can reach out to me any kind of way and we'll figure it out.
So if you're looking for something new, Valentine's Day is right around the corner. Go and check out the page. Get something special that your significant other or that special person or that family member or that Galentine's Day that is also coming up. Make sure you check out the site. They have some fabulousness there. You want to get something. Denise, thank you so much for joining the Wear Your Crown series for 2022. It was great having you.
Thank you for having me.